guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of being CRC. Not doing unboxing or anything. Someone asked me to compare these two. We're doing a little side-by-side Carisma comparison. I would bring the Ford in here and do a side-by-side, but I don't really have fucking room for three of them here. So we're just going to do it with the original SCA-1E and the latest version of the SCA-1E. Cool side note on Subaru Brat. The owner, CEO, whatever he is of Carisma, put on his personal Facebook that my unboxing video of this was the world's first. That's pretty fucking cool. I really appreciate Ivan sharing that. I thought that was neat as shit. Really made my day. I'm still smiling about it. Really cool to get a little bit of recognition for what I'm doing here. Okay, let's get the bodies off these things. I already took the clips off so you wouldn't have to watch me struggle with the simplest operations in life. Okay, where to start here? A lot of the same components. The bumpers are the same. They're both fucking filthy because they both run. Unfortunately, I hate to admit, I ran the Coyote a really long time ago. That dirt is probably fossilized on there. You need to take your outrunner in the snow, it'll clean it right up. The bumpers are the same. Shocks are the same. The frame rails have changed very slightly. The new one has 3 holes in the front, whereas the old one only has 2 holes. And really, I guess the straight part of the rail is a hair longer on this. So they have changed the frame rails. They're basically the same. I mean, all the other bends all the way through look pretty much the same. I guess the older one had a little bit more of a drop in the center. There's some differences. I'll have to take some pictures and do a better side-by-side somehow. I don't know just exactly how in the fuck I'm going to do that. But big differences on these two chassis. Servo mounted on the axle in the original, and now they've put it up on the chassis, chassis mounted turbo. And the battery tray is right up there with it, which is much better for your weight distribution. The electronics are way in the back on the new one. And the old one, the electronics are right behind the front axle in front of the center drive motor, transmission, and all that. And the battery tray was way back on the rear axle, which that was kind of a bit of a design flaw. Nothing we couldn't live with. Still a good truck. I have never put the weighted wheels or anything on this truck. I really think I need to get to doing that. Because now that I've made this really capable, I've added steel wheels, stick-on weight on top of that, and a little bit of the brass stuff. The hexes and both diffs are brass. This rig will really get it done. And I think with minimal effort, this one can too. I just never made the effort. I ran it and I put it away. Let's see if I can spot any other changes here. They got metal drive shafts. The links, look, they're different lengths, but they're the same length, same design. The axles look like they're still the same. Shocks are the same. The rock sliders have changed just slightly. Still got the same receiver box. The ESC has changed. I can't remember what they're calling this new one. It's a little bit more compact than the old one. I don't see the jumpers that you switch to run from, or switch from nickel metal to a LiPo battery like the old one had. And then the other jumper, I can't remember what that was either. Might have been the lock reverse out, I'm not sure. Maybe there's a crawler mode and non-crawler mode. Everything else is pretty much the same. I guess that's about it. I guess if you like the way the new rig performs, easy enough, you could make this very much like that. Because it looks like the width of the frame is the same or very close to it. Yeah, because the shock mounts and the cross members are still the same part, it looks like. You could make the changes that you need fairly easily. Probably have to order a couple parts, or you might even be able to just fabricate something if you're a little bit handy in the shop. Or even if you're not handy and you're half-assed like me, you could still come up with something that works. I guess that's all I got to say about the two Carismas. Great rigs. If you're in the mood to try something different other than the big three, I would highly recommend you pick one of these bastards up. Any one of them. I love them. I've really been tinkering with the Ford. I moved the electronics from the back to the center of the motor transmission. I don't know if that's much of an improvement. I'd like to think it's a little better because it got the weight from right off the rear axle up to the center where most of the weight is anyway. And I even did it offside so it counters the motor weight. I don't know if I'll ever notice a difference in it. I guess that's it. That's all I got for a side-by-side comparison. Well, maybe I should flip them over so you can look at the bottoms of them too. Skid plates are still the same. Way longer wheelbase. Maybe they changed part of the axle or drive shafts too. Everything else looks pretty much identical. Well, if it wasn't broke, why fix it, right? Either one's a cool rig. You might be able to score a Coyote pretty cheap now. I don't know. I know you can get the Coyote in kit form. Maybe as you build it, you could do it the modern way. I'll stop yakking and shut this fucking thing off.